potty again, and I'm about to go run an errand. Gotta go get more diapers. Some other stuff. Exciting. Diapers, other stuff. Practicality, wow. What up? Okay, so I just got back from picking up some Chinese food. I don't know if you can see me, the light's bad. I'm pretty sure my fuel light was on, and then I put a little bit of gas in it, and then when I started the car back after putting up a few gallons of gas in, the check oil light was on. I think that's the first time that light has ever come on. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Or the check oil light has been on the whole time I was driving, and I thought it was the fuel light, but I'm pretty sure it was the fuel light. So I'm gonna eat some Chinese food and then think about it, and then get back to this. So I'm in the garage. I've had this plan to like do a bunch of stuff in the garage the past few days after I got done working, and that plan did not come to fruition. I don't even have a good excuse. I just had no motivation to do anything other than play video games and watch TV. So what I'm gonna do now, and I'm hoping that this will help get me a little more inspired and motivated, is I'm going to clean the garage a little bit. I have so much stuff. I mean, I feel like it's not that bad, but I got a lot of stuff I need to go through, and I'm gonna sort of take inventory of Fox Mustang parts and see what we have that needs to be installed or that I should put up for sale or whatever. Yeah, so hopefully this will go well, and we can get started on something this weekend. It's the morning, and I just noticed one of these caterpillars the other day, and now in my driveway there's one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's like 18 of them. At least 19. Oh my God. Okay, I just checked the oil on the Fox body, and I'm gonna turn it on and see if the check oil light still comes on. We'll see. We got a couple of caterpillars that are in the exhaust danger zone here. Guys, get to safety! Get to safety! So apparently I just needed to put a little bit of oil in. Okay, so I was just driving the Fox, and a couple things. There's this noise that comes from, like, seems like it comes from the dash, like, speedometer area, like around the steering wheel. I'll put up some audio of that in a second. And the other thing is that I was reminded when I was taking the car out. So there's a video I did a while back where I replaced the passenger side mirror, and then after I had done that, the window on the passenger side seemed to be like operate so much more smoothly, and that is, well, now of course it's being fine, but when you can sort of see it when you first press the button on the driver's side, but it like stutters and like shakes as it's coming down. So I'm wondering if like there's something I can tighten or do whatever on the driver's side to make it a little bit more smooth like the passenger side. Yeah, let's see. Okay, we're gonna sort of do some inventory here. The garage is looking a lot better than it was yesterday morning, but still a work in progress. Okay, we're gonna start with the stuff on the shelf that I don't feel like moving again. So you can sort of see that we have an intake manifold from a Ford Explorer. That was a thing that I had gotten a really good deal on from somebody on Craigslist back when I was feeling much more ambitious about what could I accomplish on the Fox body. And after reading a little bit about what is required to do that, it's definitely not high on the list of things to do. I also have my pony wheels, another item that I got for super cheap on Craigslist. And the reason why I haven't put those on is because I don't drive the car enough right now to justify buying all new tires. So I've just been rocking my turbine wheels that I bought the car with, and the tires that came on them that were added on them when I bought the car. I think those are the most important. I also have a water pump, another item that I purchased and all the accompanying hardware. Another item that I purchased when I was feeling much more ambitious about what I was going to do with this car. I guess I'm just going to hold on to it unless I find somebody that desperately needs one, and go from there. Yeah. So and then over here we have our whiteboard and a bunch of random stuff that has yet to be installed on the Fox Mustang. So we'll start over here. This, you can see these are the front lowering springs. Lower control arms, OEM. These are, I can't remember what they're called, isolators maybe. They're like, these go on the springs, and I think this will go around part of the spring, and these will go on the bottom, or probably the bottom, I would assume, like where the spring goes into the control arm. And then you can hear, I think these are, I want to say, I'm pretty sure that most of this is for, well, actually, I think this is the hardware for the new lower control arms, and these, I'm pretty sure these might be bump stops, but I gotta double check. And these are caster camber plates for to help with the alignment when we install the new springs and everything else. Part of the reason why I haven't done that, aside from not having any time, is I don't have a spring compressor. I would need to rent one, and also my jack is kind of a mess. I need to see if I can get it functioning properly again, or if I just need to buy a new one. Yeah, but I do want to try and get the rest of the suspension done sometime. Probably when it cools off a little bit and I get an entire day in the garage. Okay, real quick, I think this is the bump steer kit. I'm pretty sure I ordered that, and it's been so long since I ordered these parts that some of the stuff I can't even remember what it is. And this is the steering shaft assembly for cars with power steering, and this is with the installation kit, so I can replace some of the hardware. And with this thing, I can't remember what it's called. here we have a torque box reinforcement kit, upper and lower, still in the packaging, because I have not done anything with that. So I don't know what I was thinking when I ordered this. Just one of those like impulsive, this seems like a cool thing that I could install on my car decisions. And I remember like after the fact, I was reading that you can install it without welding it in, but it's better to have it welded in. So I think that's one of those things that I'll probably wait and have installed. Maybe I don't know. I thought about maybe like installing it like as is and then having somebody weld it later, but it seems like that would end up being like more money and more work unnecessarily. Yeah, I don't know if anybody has any experience with that. Feel free to weigh in the comments. And then here is like a door hardware like refresher or replacement kit or whatever you want to call it. I did the the door latch strikers a while back, and that ended up being the only thing I did with the doors. So these I'm like, I'm not sure, when I'll find time to do it, but one of these days. And then I have a couple of random, very lightweight things here. So these are actually the, I don't know what you call them, but they're like a, sort of like a thing that you would use, like almost like a template, like stickers that you would use to cover the greater taillights so that you don't get paint on the actual taillight when you're trying to like fix it. You can see on my passenger side the paint is worn off around the reverse light. So that's the thing I've been meaning to do for a while, but haven't found any time. Of course, typical excuse. And then one other paper thing, or lightweight thing I should say. So this is the Mustang GT decal. So I have it. I have the one on both the driver's side and the passenger side, but still need to put it on the rear bumper, which as you can see is extremely dirty. Another thing is, and I had something to remind me of this. So this is my one of the old drain plugs for the oil pan, and the car still has a slow oil leak. Well, a few slow oil leaks. And I was told by somebody on the forums that, so what I did when I changed the oil last time is I put like a washer that is like copper. But the problem with that washer is that it, I think I have some extra ones around here somewhere, but basically like if you can see on this one that the washer gets really close to the threads of the drain plug. And the one that I have, it's like a more narrow washer. And so what I want to do is try and find a copper washer that is very similar in like shape and design, not shape, yeah, obviously they're all circular, but one that gets closer to the threads to potentially help, reduce the oil leak. There's definitely oil leaking from one of the drain plugs, like a slow drip. I think it's coming from both, and then there's also probably a rear main seal leak at least. But the next time I change the oil, which I think it's been almost a year since I changed the oil last time, I want to try to find something before I do it that is similar to this, and can help like reduce the amount of oil that drips from the front and rear drain plug on the drain pan, on the oil drain pan. So that was another thing. Trying to remember what else we're forgetting. Okay, we've got our improvised list of stuff. So a couple of things on here that we did not talk about. One is I need to have a second set of keys made. I only have one set of keys for the Fox body. I don't think I need to explain why that's bad. On the front suspension plan, I did also note to figure out the alignment, because I swear there's like people on the internet who say you can do an alignment by yourself, and they give these like tutorials. And there's a part of me that's like, oh, I could try that. But there's a part of me that's like, I should probably get that done by somebody who's professional, but I don't know. Have you ever done your own alignment? If you have, feel free to weigh in the comments. This is all this stuff, by the way, is not in particular order, other than like install the steering shaft assembly around the same time as the front suspension stuff. That seems like it would make more sense, like having the control arms and okay, random honking person. Having the control arms installed and or having them out while installing the steering shaft seems like a good idea. I put down something about changing the rear diff fluid. So a while back I had new gears installed, and I remember reading that you're supposed to take it easy on a new set of gears for like the first, I think it was like 500 miles or something. I don't think I've driven the car 500 miles since I had the gears installed. But I do want to double check and see if I should maybe like drain the diff fluid and put new diff fluid in, since it's probably been over a year since I had the gears installed. I'm not sure how much of a difference the time makes. Let's see, what else? Also, I want to check the transmission fluid. Find a way to install a horn bracket and replace the inner fender splash shield. So you can sort of see, this is the inner fender splash shield for the driver's side front wheel. I took that out when I was like doing some other stuff a couple years ago. Just never put it back in because I keep wanting to do the find somebody who can like weld the horn bracket in, so I can have that. I think because of the way that the horn is currently sort of jerry-rigged, it won't fit properly, the splash shield. So once I get the horn bracket figured out, or have somebody who can do that for me, then I should be able to put the splash shield back in. I put the torque box reinforcement kit on here. Don't know for sure if I'm going to do it myself or I'm going to pay somebody to weld it in. Touch up the passenger side taillight paint, and I need to get a new front passenger side speaker, and get a subwoofer and an amp so I can have some bass, some boom boom for my 1988 Fox body. I think that's all of like the major stuff. I also put check on the power steering fluid, flush power steering fluid, consider replacing the pump. I replaced the power steering pump a year or two ago. It still makes a ton of noise. It's very whiny. And I just need, like, everything I've read makes it seem like people have one of two experiences. They just never find a way to get the power steering whine to go away. Or they put in like, they do like a power steering pump flush and then they never have the issue. It seems like it's a smaller percentage of people who don't have the issue, but they're pretty much like, they'll say, yeah, I replaced the power steering pump, at one point, and I flushed the fluid, and I've never heard a sound from it again. And then like probably 75% of the other people are like, 75% of people are like, oh yeah, I've never gotten it to go away. You'll never get it to go away. Give up. Your life is doomed to a a never-ending power steering whine. And then the other like things that you sort of read a little bit more uncommon is like replacing the power steering rack with a manual rack, and getting rid of the power steering pump completely, which some people do it and say they love it, but some people say don't do it because it makes like turning the car at low speeds just such a huge hassle, and it makes driving in general more of a pain in the ass. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I drove a car that didn't have power steering. And some, there's also some people you'll find online, like YouTubers who have put like an electric power steering pump from like a Volvo or like a Chevy Blazer or something like that, and that sort of handled the issue. That seems a little too like MacGyver-y, and I don't know if I have the skills to do something like that, but you know, maybe I'll look into it at some point. So yeah. Oh, another thing that I forgot, I also have a engine bay like sticker kit. It's funny is that one of them is an air conditioner sticker, and this car no longer has an air conditioner. Not my fault, but that's the case. So I got to figure out if I want to install this and be a liar. I can't remember some of the other ones. I'll have to look and see which ones need to be replaced. Okay, so I have a coolant service sticker. This one's actually not too bad. Actually, these three, except for the belt map thing, is not too bad. The air conditioning climate one doesn't really need to be replaced. I guess I could remove it to make my engine bay more accurate. And there's also one for the oil. Actually, let's see. Oil usage caution. And then there's Motorcraft telling you to use Motorcraft spark plug oils. Spark plugs, oil filters, electrical and maintenance parts for original equipment and maintenance. And then it has it in French, interestingly. Not sure where these two stickers go, but I'll investigate. Wow, look how clean, how much whiter the area underneath the sticker is compared to the rest of the car. Yeah. Looks like it's about the same. On the coolant service one, I might actually need to loosen the radiator bracket to get it out completely. We'll see. Oh, there's a little bit left there. I guess I could clean these up a little bit before I put the new stickers on. Sticker power. Oh, another thing while I have the hood open is I need to figure out how to... So a weird thing is on the back of the Ram Air kit, which I did the same material for the for the installation. It seems totally fine on the sides, mostly too, up until like right near the front. But you can see like up here, it looks awful. And then right near where the, like, yeah, it seems to be getting worse. So at some point I need to figure out a solution for getting the Ram Air kit secured so I can have my Ram Air horsepower. So if I don't replace, if I need to take it off for some reason, then I'll probably need to put the factory airbox back in, which I do have, but you know, I prefer to keep, you know, my, even if they're minimal gains. Yeah. A couple other things that, not exactly Fox Body specific, but that I wanted to do was test out this selfie ring light that I got as a gift, and this magic mount mobile phone device thing. I keep like trying to make time to like do the ring light camera or ring light review thing to finish this video, and I keep not finding time. And now I'm just gonna say thanks for watching my video. If you're new to my channel and you like my videos, please hit subscribe and keep an eye out for more on the Fox Mustang and other nonsense. Hope you're staying healthy, staying safe. Peace out.